Well, for years there's been a step-by-step movement to alter the United States, to change it from the free space that we enjoy, free to travel, free to speak, free to communicate, to change it to a socialist empire. There were those beneath the surface that were very, very rich, very powerful, very influential, and they have all come together finally in a last-ditch effort to not just win the 2020 election, but to win the election and change the structure of the United States forever. There'll be a link in the description. I'll read an excerpt from a bill from New York, which is dated to be brought up January the 6th, 2021. Introduced by M. of A. Perry. It was read once and referred to Committee on Health. Now, pay attention. The people of the state of New York, represented in Senate and Assembly, do enact as follows. Starts out with the removal and detention. I repeat, removal and detention of cases, contacts, and carriers who are or may be a danger to the public health. Provisions of this section shall be utilized in the event that the governor declares a state of health emergency due to an epidemic of any communicable disease. Upon determining the clear and convincing evidence that the health of others is or may be endangered by a case, contact, carrier, or suspected case, contact, or carrier of a contagious disease, in the opinion of the governor, after consultation with the commissioner, that they may pose an imminent and significant threat to the public health, severe morbidity or high mortality, the governor or his appointed emissaries would be allowed to order the removal and/or detention of such a person or a group of such persons by issuing a single order, identifying such persons either by name or by reasonably specific description of the individuals or group being detained. Here's a very important part of the detention process. The individual that's been exposed or infected by contagious disease will complete an appropriate prescribed course of treatment, preventive medication, or vaccination, including directly observed therapy to treat the disease and follow the infection control provisions for the disease. You will undergo decontamination processes, whatever they deem necessary by the department, as such person or persons shall, upon request, be afforded an opportunity to be heard. But, and here's that big but, this is a serious bill, people. This is a very serious bill with implications beyond just viral control. That's right. You're hearing about detention centers in the United States. Big desire for them to turn the United States into a socialist empire. I urge you to check it out. I've not seen any kind of reaction such as this to any kind of a virus or sickness or health condition that has been existing. That has happened in the past. There are other factors that cause an abundant amount of death. We had no shutdowns, no masks, no social distancing, no limiting your home New Year's and Christmas parties, no wearing that mask to go shop. Very strange as to why. Right now, COVID is a useful disease, a plandemic. I can't accent plan quite enough. The rich, powerful, and socialist-driven individuals that have been underneath the surface have come to the surface. They've got the mainstream media, many members in Congress. They have social censorship established in the social networks, piece by piece, taking apart the society, taking apart our economic system. The quite wealthy seem to be doing just fine throughout this whole thing. Small businesses are suffering, closing, disappearing. The jobs that those small businesses provided are disappearing also. And it's all part of weakening the United States, making it much easier to get in and take over. The more people that are in need, the more people that are there with their handout, makes it just perfect for that government to come in and say, fine, you want me to help you? Well, you're going to have to do what I say, when I say, how I say it. And that's the rules. Socialist countries, but basically it falls down to that. You want that freebie, you want that free food, free health care, free everything. You must meet the qualifications, do it the way they want it, when they want it, and how they want it. And unfortunately, they're making it a push. This is it, for real, to change the United States into a socialist third world mess. Anyway, that's it for now. Check out the links in the description. Take care, people.